Welcome to Chit Chat Empowered with Ayanna. I'm your host, Ayanna and we are back with another episode. You all know I'm somebody, I love excitement, and I'm excited for you all to go on this journey with us here today. And not just today, but onwards too as well. We have a special guest, Mr. Seon Isaac. He's an artist manager, he's a promoter, booking manager, anything you want to call it in regards to the music industry. He's the man behind the scenes, right? Normally we get to see the artist, but we don't really get to see the person behind the scene or the person who is responsible for the success of the particular artist out there, right? So y'all, before we get into the interview, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Seon, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it dearly.
No problem.
Okay. Now, behind the scene earlier, I was asking you, I was telling you, I said I went to school with Seon, and Seon was a quiet man earlier.
First, I must say congratulations because, we chit-chatting and things.
Yes.
All empowered.
Thank you.
First, I must say congratulations. You always had it in you.
Yes.
And you stuck to it. So it's very nice to see after so many years now, we able to do this and catch up in this platform. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. Now I'm going to focus it back on you because it's all about you. Seon Isaac, you're the manager, you're the promoter, businessman. Often we tend to see the artists and the people out there, but we doesn't see who behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yeah.
So you're the man behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Tell people exactly what you do.
I'm the guy that's responsible for the guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Isaac's Promotion. I have a company that's called Isaac's Promotion.
Right.
Isaac's Promotion is an entertainment company, and under that company, I do 10 different subsidiary things. So there's consultancy, there's the booking agent aspect, there's the managerial aspect. And so, there's different things you get under one company. You would have known that I manage a number of artists. I help carve the career of a number of artists, as well as help steady the careers of a number of artists, which we could probably get into later.
Seon, tell me, how did the journey start?
The journey started with reggae, as I was also part of a foundation company called Studio 53. So I must say manners and respect to my brothers, Kwesi, Angelo, Jabari. Together we all manifested a company called Studio 53. And 53 at that point in time was the body that we could safely say was responsible for most of the local reggae music coming out of Trinidad and Tobago at the point in time. And we were responsible for artists such as Sasha, Deceased Million Voice, King David, Mr. King, Zebulon, so much more. So that's where my journey started with respects to management. And my first set artist is my bedroom from South, who is Marcus McIntosh Zebulon. Yeah? And as we hear, you had to big up everybody on the line and in the back of Hobosco and all the Marvel people, yeah? So it started with Zebulon, it then transcended into a young artist by the name of Brent Anthony. He did R&B and soca. It then quickly went into Benjai. I managed Benjai for 9 years, from 2010 to 2019. We are still close friends today. We just don't do business, so to speak. We just do specific type of business where coming to music. So it went into Benjai. Simultaneously, I also had Kemba Sozano and Flippo. Flippo now goes by the name of Azaria, who, he still goes, Azaria. That also expanded into Dev, Lil Bits, and a few others. And it's safe to say that I do bookings for 60% of the industry. Both our artists here in Trinidad and Tobago and some of our islander friends as well.
Can you tell me more about your company?
Well, the company has been existing for 13 years, but it's safe to say within the music industry, it's a solid 16.
What has changed in the music industry?
A lot has changed. Individuals has changed, the players has changed, and for want of a better word, the industry in itself has changed. Um, just recently, we were having this conversation about the music and the content about the music and what we are exposed to today. And we had that same struggle as young businessmen with Studio 53, and we had that backlash where a lot of people were saying, you know you all come from the land of Kaiso and Pan, and you all want to do reggae music, and so we had that same um backlash. We were still, the artists at the time were still producing all positive music, but it was just that level of stereotype that was taking place. You're from Trinidad and you can't do no other music, but music is a universal language. You know what I mean? And we persisted with that, and over the years, some of the biggest songs that is known worldwide were some of those same records that we end up producing. You know what I mean? So we stuck with that. Fast forward to 10 years later, now we have Zest, and it's the same level of complaint. Um, though the content may be different, and it could be different, but the entertainers and the artists who are singing these music, they are speaking about themselves and they are telling their story. And though it may be graphic, who are we to not allow them to tell their story? Because we aren't living their life. We didn't grow in their household. And you had this space, you're at a junction where, many people would say, uh, it's because of the music we living in this society where so much of crime and so on is taking place. But we 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 heard we heard things back in the day, and I mean, you here, your crew here, we didn't turn out so bad. You know what I mean? So, right. So that aspect of the music, the influence on music, yes, it's very possible, but it still depends on the individual, the household, the person came from, and that training and that background.
What about your international projects? Tell me more.
Well, we've delved into a number of international projects. Um, I've worked with a number of international artists. I've done, away from just the production of the music and managing the artists, I also do a number of events of my own. And one such event that just passed would have been Redemption, and I am also a part of that that um that successful team that would have put on that event. And obviously, it's an annual event where we bring a lot of international artists. Yeah, and well, obviously, it was a successful event, the Redemption. With respect to that, every single year we continue to bring international artists. So, in one aspect, from the event side, I'm already working on taking it from to international
Right,
regime.
scale, yeah.
And then I've had the opportunity to work with some international artists and
Yes,
place
and
myself in some nice
thank you
positions.
for reminding me. So
Yeah.
as well, you was the promoter behind Redemption.
I was a part of
Part
the
of,
team. Yeah,
well,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Because it's a team of
a
us.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, definitely.
In regards to that too as well, I want to touch on in regards to your wife, Miss, a little bit. Now I know you're a husband and wife and so forth.
Right.
How is that in regards to you being in the industry, she being in the industry? How we all manage that?
To be honest, pretty simple. I from at the very beginning, I was able to establish personal and business. So we both understood that. No disagreement would not make us not go to work.
Right, right, yes.
So we that was pretty easy. She is a very understanding human being. She totally changed my entire life.
Right.
And so far so good.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
You know, your wife changed your entire life.
She did.
You know?
I see it every moment I get the opportunity to.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. And I know she just released her soca music too as well.
So right. So right. On all digital platforms, go stream, check out the video as well. Go on her page. It is called Sweetest Mass Little Bits. Go YouTube, go Instagram, everywhere on all digital platforms today.
Okay, right now,
Message. Yeah.
the artist you're managing right now is Dev.
Yes, I do manage Dev. I do manage Little Bits. To be honest, there's a few other artists I do work with that I choose not to mention. And then, well, with respects to booking, I still continuously do bookings for 60% of the industry throughout the world. Not just Trinidad and Tobago.
Throughout the world, you said?
It's international bookings and local bookings.
So, we have to hook up with Seon after this interview, guys,
Well, so for example, you will see certain artists who doesn't live here.
Right.
But you'll see them here for a period of time over a season.
Right.
They may or may not be under my banner.
Okay.
It just depends on the artist.
Right.
That's why sometimes you may talk to me today about one thing in particular.
Right.
And then let's say you put in together something for next week.
Right.
And by the time you do your investigation, they tell you call this person for that person.
Right.
And it trickle back to my number.
Okay.
And then you'll say, oh, so you know what I mean? So
yes.
That's how it works.
As a manager behind the scene, how important contracts and these different things are for an artist? Because ever so often we find ourselves as artists, we jump into stuff, no contract, no this, no that, and then we get into hot water. How important that is for artists to get done?
I think it's, well, not that I think, it's very important. However, I do think the scheme and the landscape of the business now has changed.
Right.
I think before, a couple of years ago, it was a bit more free-handed and more shake hand type of business.
Right.
But I think a lot of artists now really try their best to cross their eyes under their T's and the opposite side.
Right.
Cross their T's under their eyes. Yeah. And make things happen in a more professional manner. For me, I really don't play with none of my clients.
Yeah.
I don't. If it's not good enough for me, it's not good enough for them. And that's my view on it. I rather somebody come to me and they know that I do business in a particular way.
Right.
And sometimes I say all money is not good money.
Right.
I leave it like that.
Yeah, sometimes it could not everything you had to jump on the wagon and
But to answer your question, it is definitely important for an artist to be represented in the manner in which they're supposed to be, and in the manner in which they carry about themselves, not just in private but in public.
Right.
You would want management and any document that is pertaining to the artist to transcend that particular behavioral pattern. You know?
Right.
How can I book an artist?
To book your favorite artist, you need to call 350-2167. That's Isaac's Promotion. You could also email us at isacspromotion@gmail. That's ISAACS promotion without the S @gmail. That will be popping up on all your screen right here. ISAACS promotion @gmail.com. Yeah? Or you could just hit me up on Instagram, Isaac's Promotion on Instagram, Facebook, the whole works, Isaac's Promotion. Everything Isaac's Promotion.
Okay, guys, that was the interview with Mr. Seon Isaac. I hope you all enjoy it. And we will be back until next time with Chit Chat Empowered with Ayanna. Bye.